YouTube, this is Logan again. Middyband, I think his name is, wanted me to do an in-depth detail video of my mini chopper, so I guess that's what I'm gonna do. So what I've done on this, here, let me grab the piece of frame that I've cut out of it. It first started off, it had an inch right there and right there over there that I cut off too, but this is right there. It would not fit, the motor would not fit in here at all because it was straight like this. You can see where if you have that lined up, the valve cover would just hit, and up here it barely passes. Like, everything just has about a ½ inch to an inch of room everywhere up here, and then it has pretty good room over here that I've done. These are really crude welds. I had to clean all this up and then finish welding them all. It's just standard steel that I got at Track Supply. That was, I had it real low and I didn't know I wasn't getting no pen, and then up here I gotta grind that piece off because I didn't cut it flush enough, so I gotta cut that bolt off right there, and then take some sheet metal and fill in this hole and make it look all nice, and then take and cut, see if I can't cut that off flush, and weld this all up, weld a support across there, one to here, to here, to here, and then another one down here, another one down over there, and then there's where, those are, I guess, I got some pretty good heat on those ones for the motor plate, and then I gotta cut this one off up here, and then put this other piece that I have cut especially for it right there. And it's a 16 horsepower V-twin Vanguard Briggs & Stratton. It just has a starter. I already got the wiring harness all hooked up. These are all Harley Davidson ape hangers. The Harley Davidson light came off my dad's FLH. See, they're not perfect, but that's the way I had to do it, so the motor would fit in here and it would clear this air breather right there where that goes. But I think I'm going to do something different right there, so I gotta do something with the gas tank on there. And now here for the tranny setup. I'm gonna do a 2-speed tranny. I got the idea off of another YouTube channel. Cannot remember the name. I'm not taking your idea, but this is what I'm trying to do. Is it goes, it's gonna have a live primary, either a double roller change right here, or a 3-inch Primo clutch belt back to a 3/4 inch shaft that's gonna be cut off. Put the oil filter back on, and 3/4 shaft. It's gonna have one clutch, the first one, and then a little 11-tooth sprocket right next to it, and a pillow block and a pillow block bearing. It's gonna go back, that second sprocket right there, not on the clutch, but the second sprocket, it's gonna go to another clutch back here, and then this clutch right here is gonna go back to like a bicycle type freewheel type thing, and then it's to go to certain RPMs. I think 2400, 1500. It'll engage this first clutch. It'll have a different gear ratio. I gotta figure out the gear ratios. And once it gets up to a certain RPMs, that other clutch back here will grab, and it'll go to this right up here where it's going. It'll spin. It'll engage that clutch and go to a second gear ratio to where it's even faster, and then that freewheel that is on the first clutch will start spinning freely, so you won't have to worry about it. That's what I'm trying to get at, and I have all the parts that I need that I ordered off of Surplus Center. It was around 80 bucks for all the parts I got, but yeah, I don't know how much. This piece right here, I think I'm going to cut down a little bit more, so it's about to right there. This 3/8 steel right here, I've bent all these by my hand. No, but not by hand, but like with a pipe bender. And then I gotta reinforce it right down here for this rear axle. And I don't know if this, because before it was all fucked up, but I hope it'll hold. And I might have to get a different back wheel. You know, it happens. And then I'll show you the original engines that I had on here. This was the original motor. It's a 5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton. Get it out in the light. 5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton. Jetted out, boarded, polished. It's got a dyno racing cam, billet flywheel, billet connecting rod. I do not have the billet head on it because it kept overheating. The governor's been taken off. Right here is how the throttle linkage is set up. Full wide open. Forged crank shaft. ARC lifters and valves. Right here, this has been milled and welded just so I have one of these, one oil reservoir thing. I was gonna get this all milled out and have bearings in here, but I think I'm just gonna get an ARC when it has the bearings right here and then this side reinforced. Well, that's about it. This carb's jetted out, and then the other carb for it is an alcohol carb. But thanks for watching. Rate and subscribe. See you later, YouTube.